Hi everyone, welcome to Team Heartstrong's 5-day sneak peek to coaching group. My name is Elizabeth, my partner's name is Jenna, and we're going to be hosting you guys for the next 5 days and letting you guys know what it is to be a Team Beachbody coach. Somebody from our team has invited you to be a part of this group so that you can know exactly what it is we do, and we want you to join us on our journey. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about exactly what it means to be a Beachbody coach. On day 3, we're going to be talking about how to create a following on social media. And then on day 4, we'll talk about money, how we earn it, and how we keep it. And then on day 5, we'll talk about how to get signed up with Team Heartstrong and become a Beachbody coach. Okay, so first today, we're just going to take time to introduce ourselves. Okay, so my name is Elizabeth. I am married. I have three kids. Ages 15, her name is Charity. Another one, she's 2, her name is Savannah. And another little girl, she's 1, and her name is Vanessa. I'm also a full-time active duty nurse in the Army, and my husband is active duty as well. So we're going to go talk about a little about how I got on this journey. So, we'll go back to my childhood. When I was a kid, I was pretty skinny. I was blessed with great genes. I never had to worry about my weight. I ate whatever I wanted. I was pretty active, but I wasn't officially involved in any kind of sports. So I had a baby when I was really young. I was a teenage pregnancy. So I had my first baby when I was 17. I was actually a senior during my high school. So I bounced pretty quick, pretty fast after that. I didn't have to worry about, losing weight or doing anything special. My body just bounced back, no big deal. So I went along the next few years. I was just trying to make it. I was going to school. I was raising a kid. My parents were helping me out, but I didn't really have time for anything else. I didn't have time to work out. I was always eating on the go. But the one thing that I always had was my confidence. It got me through everything. I graduated nursing school in 2008, and I weighed a healthy weight, but it was certainly more than what I ever weighed before. But then after I graduated nursing school, I actually went directly into the Army. So I joined the Army, and as you all know, in the military, we have to take a PT test, a physical training test. It's push-ups, sit-ups, and a run. So at the time, I was younger. I believe I had to do like 24 push-ups, 56 sit-ups, and I had to run 2 miles in under, I think it was 20 minutes or something. So thankfully, I've never had a problem running. So that was probably my strongest events for me is I never had to run to pass the run, but I did have to practice my push-ups and sit-ups to be able to pass my PT test. So I did a little working out then, but when I say little, I literally mean I just did enough to pass, so that I can stay in the military. So fast forward a couple years, I did the same thing. I worked. I'm an RN, so we worked 12-hour shifts. Didn't care about eating healthy or working out. A lot of my friends were into CrossFit and going to the gym, and I just wasn't interested because I had met my husband, and we had lived apart, and we talked all the time about having a family. Well, I didn't want, as selfish as this sounds, I didn't want to work so hard for my body to be in the best shape of my life just to get pregnant, have a couple babies, and have to do it all over again. So that was my mind frame. That's basically what I said, is I didn't want to do those things because I didn't want to have to do them all over again. So I trucked along. I got pregnant. I had my second baby. Bounced back pretty fast from that, but I knew that I wanted to have another one back to back. So 6 months, my baby was 6 months when I got pregnant again. I had my third baby, so they're 15 months apart, and I just waited. I waited for what always happened to happen. My body was supposed to just snap back, go back to normal, and I wasn't supposed to worry about a thing, right? So I waited for 6 months, and nothing changed. I still had about 20 pounds to lose, and I was at a loss. So 6 months postpartum, my baby was 6 months old, and I vowed to myself that I would make a change. So fast forward 6 months later, didn't do a thing. The summer came, I was busy, I didn't have time. So what did I do? I did nothing. So it wasn't until my baby's first birthday, my youngest, she turned 1 in October of 2014, where I looked at myself in the mirror and I lost my confidence. I didn't like the person that was staring back at me. I couldn't believe that I was the person that was in the mirror staring back at me. I was at a loss. And I felt so helpless. That was the first time in my life that I had felt like I was just gross. So, I had tried a couple things, a couple gimmicks here and there. Everybody wants, fast results. They don't want to work for their results. That was me. I didn't have time. So I tried a few things and I was unsuccessful. So I reached out to a friend of mine who was a Beachbody coach, and she talked back and forth to me and asked me what my goals were and guided me to a program. And I became a coach because Active Duty, they have no sign-up fees and no monthly fees. So I just became a coach to have a discount. So we are what's called a discount coach. So I signed up purely for the discount, and I fell in love with the community. I have no words for what this community has done for me. I talk to these other coaches every single day. They are so uplifting. They're motivational. We struggle together. We laugh together. We cry together. And I just can't describe what that has done for me in my life. I just have this positivity just shining in my life that I feel like a completely different person. And on top of that, I'm exercising, I'm eating whole food, I'm actively engaged with the community, and I make time for myself. And that's the big thing here. So I know that I'm talking a lot. So I just wanted to introduce myself, tell you where I'm coming from. I've completed 1.5 programs so far, but I have great transformation story, and most of all, I have the best of friends. So I am so excited for you guys to be here. I'm so excited to share this week with you. And like I said earlier, if you guys have any questions, let me know, let Jenna know, or the person that invited you. Feel free to ask whatever you need. Nobody's judging here. So if you guys need anything, or just let us know. I think I've already said that, but so let me just wrap it up, and I just want a quick introduction from you guys. You can make it in a video, or you can just share your story below. Just tell me who you are, because we're going to be spending the next week together. I'd like to know who we're talking to. Tell me who you are, what you do, your family, your kids. If you want to post a little picture, or if you want to make a little video, that'd be awesome too. But I'm very excited to be spending the next week with you. And we will see you tomorrow.